Picture this: a floating mansion longer than the Statue of Liberty is tall, powered by nothing but wind and waves. But here's what blows my mind. Hidden beneath those 70-meter masts is technology so cutting-edge, it's literally being tested for the first time in maritime history. And no, we're not talking about gold toilets or marble bathtubs. We're talking about tech that could change how we think about sustainable luxury forever. This is Koru, Jeff Bezos' $500 million statement to the world. And today, we're diving into the secrets that even most yacht enthusiasts have never heard about. Let's start with the obvious. 417 feet long, that's not a yacht. That's a skyscraper laid on its side. 127 meters of navy blue steel and aluminum gliding through the ocean. But here's where it gets interesting. While other billionaires are commissioning diesel-guzzling mega yachts with engines that sound like jet planes, Bezos went sailing? Before you think he's gone all retro on us, let me blow your mind with what's really happening here. The sail plan alone covers more than 20,000 square feet. That's bigger than 6 tennis courts. 3 massive carbon fiber masts pierce the sky, each between 65 and 85 meters tall. To put that in perspective, if you stood Koru's main mast next to the Leaning Tower of Pisa, it would tower over it. The yacht can accommodate 18 guests and requires a crew of 40 just to operate, and it costs $30 million a year just to keep it running. That's $82,000 per day, every single day. Now here's where this story gets absolutely wild. Remember I said this was about hidden technology? Let me introduce you to something called a kinetic energy recovery system, or KERS for short. You've probably heard of KERS from Formula One racing, where it captures braking energy to boost acceleration. But what Bezos is testing on Koru? Nobody's ever tried this on a yacht before. The system converts wave-induced motion, the heave, the pitch, the roll of the ocean, into electrical energy. Think about that for a second. Every time a wave rocks the boat, Koru is literally harvesting that movement and turning it into power. But here's a secret that changes everything about how we think about super yachts. Koru doesn't travel alone. Meet Abiona, the 75-meter support vessel that's basically Koru's personal assistant. And this isn't just some storage barge. This is a $75 million feat of engineering in its own right. Abiona carries the helicopters, yes, plural. Lauren Sanchez, Bezos' fiancée and a licensed pilot, specifically requested a custom helipad that can handle her favorite aircraft. The support vessel houses the jet skis, the submarines, oh yeah, there are submarines, spare parts, extra fuel, and accommodations for 45 additional people, including specialized crew. See, when you build a yacht this focused on sailing performance, you can't clutter the deck with toys and equipment. You need clean lines, minimal weight distribution, perfect aerodynamics. So Bezos essentially said, fine, I'll buy 2 yachts, one for the experience, one for the logistics. Abiona arrives first at any destination, preps everything, and then Koru glides in, unburdened by the messy reality of, well, it's like having a Formula One car and a support truck. The car wins races because the truck handles everything else. And get this, Abiona has full medical facilities, professional dive teams, and enough provisions to keep both vessels at sea for months. It's not a support vessel, it's a floating operations center. Now, I know what you're thinking. What about the actual yacht? What's it like inside? Well, here's the thing, very few people know. The interior design was handled by Mlynarek, Henry, and Zervudaci, a legendary London firm that specializes in creating spaces for people who can afford anything. This is refined luxury, the kind where you don't need to shout about how much money you have because every detail already whispers it. At 17 knots top speed and 15 knots cruising, it's faster than comparable sailing yachts of similar size. The hull design, the keel engineering, the sail configuration, everything is optimized for performance, and in 2025, the yacht played center stage at one of the most talked about weddings of the decade. When Bezos married Lauren Sanchez in Venice, Koru was anchored near San Giorgio Maggiore, hosting pre-wedding festivities including a foam party that dominated social media. So there you have it, Koru. Not just the world's largest sailing yacht. Love it or hate it, you can't ignore it. The name Koru means new beginnings, and maybe that's what this represents. Not just for Jeff Bezos, but for an entire industry trying to figure out how to balance luxury with responsibility. The world is watching,